A meditation on Jonah Chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly. Have you ever wondered what it must have felt like to be inside that great fish? Was it dark? Was it cold? Was it silent? Or was it filled with the sounds of the deep? Some people say the story of Jonah is merely an allegory. I do not believe so. Why? Because Jesus himself referred to Jonah when he said that just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the great fish, so the Son of Man would be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Jesus did not speak of Jonah as a fictional character. He referred to it as a real event. Why was Jonah swallowed by a great fish? Because of his disobedience, because of his rebellion. God had given Jonah an assignment, and Jonah refused it. He thought he could simply run away from God and somehow escape the responsibility. But no matter where we go, God is already there. Jonah discovered that the hard way. In Jonah chapter 2, Jonah describes his experience as being in the belly of Sheol. In a sense, the fish became a picture of judgment, death, isolation, and a place where Jonah could no longer run. It was as though God was saying, "Sit there and think about your actions." And Jonah did. Eventually he prayed. God heard him. God answered him, and the fish released him onto dry land. Yet what strikes me is that Jonah's greatest problem was not simply disobedience. The deeper issue was his character. He lacked compassion. He lacked mercy. He lacked forgiveness. He lacked love for the people of Nineveh. God was not only trying to get Jonah to preach a message, God was exposing what was hidden inside Jonah's heart. Jonah was so blinded by his resentment toward Nineveh that he could not even rejoice when they repented. A whole city turned from its wickedness. A whole city received mercy. Yet Jonah was not happy. Instead, he sat outside the city and pouted. God was trying to teach him something greater than obedience. He was trying to teach him compassion. And that makes me wonder about the fish itself. What was that experience like from its perspective? Perhaps something like this. Instinct. That is all I know. No plans, no ambitions, no concern for tomorrow, only the sea, the endless sea. I dive, I rise, I follow the currents wherever they lead. Freedom. That is what I am. Untethered, moving through a world of blue and shadow. The sea is my home. The deep belongs to me. I move where the currents carry me. I rise, I dive, I follow pathways hidden beneath the waves. I do not question, I simply move. Sunlight dances above me. The currents wrap themselves around me. The rhythm of the sea is all I have ever known. Then something catches my attention. A disturbance. The sea is angry. The wind is screaming. The waves are no longer dancing. They are fighting. The water churns. The currents twist. The deep itself seems restless. And there, a man, falling, rising, gasping, fighting for breath. He disappears beneath the water, then rises again. His arms reach upward. His mouth opens, desperate, afraid. The storm wants him, but something greater has other plans. I move closer, closer still. The currents push him toward me. I open my mouth. To me, it is nothing. A simple movement, an instinct, a reflex. But to Jonah, it is a cave, a doorway, a prison, a grave. The human moves toward the opening. Finally, he thinks, I can stop fighting. I can catch my breath. I can rest. Then he disappears into the darkness, and suddenly everything grows quiet. The storm still rages above. The waves still crash. But inside me, there is silence. I continue swimming. The man curls inward, exhausted, broken, alone. He believes he has reached the end. He believes he has been swallowed by death. He believes he has been abandoned. Yet he does not know that God has hidden him in the very thing he fears. He thinks he's buried, but he is being preserved. He thinks he's imprisoned, but he's being rescued. He thinks God has abandoned him, but God has never been closer. I know none of this. I know nothing of prophets, nothing of Nineveh, nothing of repentance, nothing of mercy. I only know the sea. I only know the currents. I only know that something greater than myself is unfolding. Days pass. The man begins to speak, not to me, to someone else. His voice echoes through the darkness. His pride begins to break. His resistance begins to crumble. The darkness around him remains, but the darkness within him begins to lift. Then comes the moment. The same power that brought him to me now calls him out. I rise toward the surface. The shoreline appears. The waves roll beneath me, and suddenly I can hold him no longer. The man who entered in silence leaves in a flood. He collapses upon the sand, gasping, breathing, alive. For a moment, he simply lies there. A man returned from the depths. A man given another chance. I watch only briefly. Then I turn. Back toward the deep, back toward the currents, back toward freedom. The sea is calling. And somewhere behind me, a prophet begins again. But the question remains, did Jonah ever learn his lesson? The book never tells us. Perhaps that is because the question was never really about Jonah. Perhaps the question is for us. Have we learned compassion? Have we learned mercy? Have we learned forgiveness? Or are we still sitting outside Nineveh, angry that God showed mercy to someone we believe did not deserve it? The story ends, but the question remains.